Alright, let's get to it. Live One the Ref, which is his YouTube handle, says, Canelo ain't shit. Never was shit. Never will be shit. Until he fights some proven fighters and wins shaking my head. He maybe won one round. The kid is a Mexican hyped up fraud. How about they hype Mikey Garcia, someone who has skills on top of skills? Fuck Cinnamon Toast Crunch, he ain't shit. He was mentally fatigued in 6 and mentally broken in 8. Mexican James Dean my ass. Tell Paco to go drown his misery with a burrito. Rub the tomatillo on your chest. Woo! You going hard there, man. You going hard. That comment is bordering on disrespecting the Mexican fan base, and I'm not into that. I've got channels from Mexican descent and heritage who me and them is cool, and that's not cool, dude. That's not cool. I know you've got more intellectual comments that you've made on my channel before, and I prefer if you dealt with your comments in that manner. It makes you look better. It makes the mailbag look better as well. 2 Foot the Destroyer. Also, what and why the fuck is CJ Ross judging again? 114, 114, a fucking draw? That's a fucking disgrace. Yes, it was a disgrace, and she doesn't seem to be sorry about it. She said her scoring of the fight was fine. 2 Foot the Destroyer also says, pure class by Floyd. Dominated Canelo all fight long. I had it 11 rounds to 1. Barry Jones, commentator for Box Nation, was saying how he wished that Canelo would land a big punch and hurt Floyd. Seemed a bit odd, as commentators are supposed to be neutral. Too bad I had to watch the whole thing in gritty SD instead of HD. Hopefully Box Nation will upgrade that shit soon. Yes, good point. Good point. I want to see him land a big shot and hurt Floyd to see if Floyd can take it. What kind of shit is that? Great point. Great point. Great point. King of all kings, 910. Yeah, the funny thing is the judge is not a he. It's a fucking she. I didn't even know bitches judge fights. What the fuck? This is boxing, not volleyball. Well, some might see that comment as a bit sexist, and you know, she judged the fight bad because she's a bad judge. We've seen male judges do bad adjudications on fights, and you know, I can't really co-sign your comment there. You know, there's women who know their boxing. Bin Umar 16. Canelo is trash, aka Basura. Yo, what up, Ben? I don't know who Basura is, but it doesn't sound good. D-style boxing. Boxing judges would have Usain Bolt losing a race. He won. Oh yes, they would. I agree with that, D-style. I agree. The Cool Tunes Network. The judge should have a drug test. Yes, she should. And if she passed the drug test, the people administrating the drug test should have a drug test, and so on and so on and so on, until we can nail someone and find a reason for that abysmal scoring of that fight, you know? Fuck you, I'm reckless says, now, Canelo, go fight Lara and other people in your own division. Rilo Jenkins, you could score a round for Canelo. I'm going to make a video why you and everybody shouldn't kill judges. Rilo also says, beats in boxing, you're going to understand that a judge has a view with obstruction and no replay. I think Floyd won, but some rounds were really close, and if you missed anything or thought wrong on some instances, then... And he leaves this comment right there. All I can say to your comment, if the judge's view was obscured by anything, then for the fact that she came up with that score, her judging position, that place where they sat her down to judge from, needs to be eradicated. from the MGM Grand Arena, and it should never be a spot where fights are adjudicated. Again, that's one of the worst scores I've seen any judge do in the history of me watching boxing. It's got to be one of the worst. It has to be one of the worst. And, whoever her paymasters are should have told her beforehand, just don't say anything. Barlog 20. Canelo didn't look drained to me. He was very busy, and he took Floyd's punch as well. Yeah, he was very brave in there. But if we're going to say that the 2 pounds didn't have no bearing on the performance, well, why did Floyd make him take the 2 pounds off? There's a reason why he did it. I'm not saying it's an excuse for Canelo. I'm not saying that. He signed a contract. Like I said, you could argue whether he had any bargaining chips going into the fight, considering he's never beat a world-class light middleweight, in my opinion. He lost to Austin Trout, in my opinion. So, all's fair and all's good. MC Stroker Vision. If the fight would have been at 154, it would have been the same result. Canelo is just way too slow for Mayweather. He doesn't have the speed or reflexes to bother Floyd. Well, if it took place at 154, Floyd would still be the more likelier victor out of the two. But what I said to Barlook 20 is the same answer I'm going to apply to your comment. Gold 2009 Coast. Floyd, just too good. For the fans, he should fight Pacquiao and call it a day. You still think the Pacquiao fight has mileage? He's still got to get past Brandon Rios. Everybody seems to think that's going to be easy. I don't think it will. Mix Rider 1, laughing out loud. I am not surprised that they tried to rob Floyd. Well, the best fighter in this generation? Nah, fuck it. In any generation. Just keeps on doing what is normal to him. Like the song says, all I do is win, no matter what. So like these motherfuckers who never learn, never bet against Mayweather. Yeah, it's not the cleverest thing betting against Floyd, not with your hard-earned money anyway. I'd agree with that. Zone 6 Boxing. Floyd Mayweather Jr. is the 147 and 154 pound lineal champion. I'm not going to argue with that. Scorsese says the judge should be beheaded.
Head for the head! Head for the head!
Given quality for life. Disrespectful judge. Floyd Mayweather gave Canelo the business. Danny gave Little Monster a beating also. Very nice. RJ Dobson. He says the plot was in on Floyd. 114, 114, question mark, question mark, question mark, laughing my ass off. Yes, it's kind of humorous to say the least. It wouldn't have been very humorous if the other two judges scored it the same as CJ Ross. Broly 28, I gave Canelo round 8 and round 12. Round 8 was a mercy round. Other than those 2 rounds, Floyd shut Canelo down and made him look like a complete novice. And this is no disrespect, but it's pure truth. And as far as the judge is concerned, she needs to be dismissed from her duties. 114 to 114, question mark, seriously, question mark. I know she thought Canelo was cute, but damn it, man! Yeah, it's either corruption or she liked how Canelo looked in his shorts. Tavares Johnson, she needs her license revoked. Yes, immediately. Zoc 310, he says also on fight night, Canelo was 165 pounds and Floyd Mayweather was 150. I think what Zoc is saying is, regardless if Canelo had to make 152, he rehydrated and came back much bigger than Floyd. But in my opinion, and I'm not a sports scientist, so, but I feel when you've put your body through that kind of trauma, you can put all them liquids back in your body and you can eat and you can blow up to 165. But that's not a sustainable energy, in my opinion. You know, when you eat and drink, you're looking at your food to give you long-term energy. That's why, they say oats is a good cereal because it gives you long-term energy. There's no way you can just drink a load of liquids and eat, and it's not what I would call a sustainable weight gain, which would give Canelo sufficient energy to perform at a level that he would like to against the best fighter of our generation. Just my opinion. Just my opinion. Zoc 310. CJ Ross is a female. She gave Bradley the win over Pac-Man. She is stupid as shit. 78 Sports TV. He says they tried to rub him. Yeah, I agree. If any of them rounds were any closer, the fix would have been in. It's only Floyd just dominated from start to finish. If they gave Canelo that fight, then boxing would be under a serious microscope right now. Serious. The Fox 251. The judge is a joke. I think the scores were almost crazy. I had it a shutout. Can't argue with that. King James 1101. I'd like to see Thurman fight Floyd next, but I can't see that yet. Probably be Garcia or the Alexander Khan winner. Well, we'll see what Floyd's next move is as he heads into the third fight of his Showtime contract, and we'll see what Guan. Devon 582. I fucking love boxing. I'm really thinking of starting my own YouTube boxing channel. Good post-fight video, fam. What a good night of boxing. Now it's time to hit the sack. Well, I love boxing too, and if you love boxing like I do, you should start your own channel. You definitely should. Truth for Power. That's his YouTube handle. He says Cynthia J. Ross. He just says the judge's name. Maybe he thinks we didn't know who it was. That's all good. Tell J Music. Canelo needs to move up and fight someone at 160 pounds. Well, we'll see what Canelo's next move is, my friend. Playmaker in boxing. The Danny Garcia mouthpiece, Zoom, was a beauty. I think he's referring to when Matisse hit Garcia, was it with a left, and his gum shield came out and flew across the ring like a bullet. It was a beauty. Truth for Power. He comes back and says, "What are you talking about, Willis?" Question mark. British accent. He's referring to my post-fight breakdown of the Floyd fight, where I said, "What are you talking about, Willis?" which is a catchphrase from Arnold from Different Strokes for you youngsters who don't remember that program. And he says British accent. I don't know if he's offended that I said it in a British accent, but I have a British accent. That's where we're born and grew up. 5005. I think CJ Ross is a she. I believe she had Bradley beating Pac-Man as well. Makes you wonder if she will ever work a big fight again. Yep, it looks like it could be a wrap for CJ. It looks like it could be a wrap. Playmaker in boxing. Oscar is a bitch. That's why he bailed out on Canelo. Ooh. I am blue free. That was a much easier fight for Floyd than I thought. CJ Ross tried to go for a robbery. The fuck was he watching? Well, it was a she, but I understand your sentiments. I understand. Cop End 09. Ref was a woman, no? 3 question marks. And to answer Cop End 09, yes, it was a woman. Playmaker in boxing. I never saw Sugar Ray Robinson fight, but we're watching someone as close to him. Well, it's a very opinion-based, subjective topic, Floyd and Sugar Ray Robinson, or Sugar Ray Leonard, or any other greats that Floyd is compared to. Jay Dill, he makes 2 comments. He says, agreed at beats. And he also says, laughing my motherfucking ass off at he should be shot.